It's time for this week's episode of Brandon Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview Takayo Siddle, UNCW's head basketball coach. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Brandon. Hope you're well.
I'm doing good. Can you talk about how you got started coaching in basketball?
Yeah, so when I was finishing up my degree, I had a summer course that I was taking. And at the time, I started working at the Polo outlet that was close to campus. And no knock on people in retail, but I knew that wasn't for me. So I reached out to my mentor, Kevin Keatts, who I played for at Hargrave Military Academy, and he was still there as the head coach. And, asked him for some guidance and some help. And he had a spot on his staff. He offered me a spot on his staff as an assistant coach. And I wanted to get in it and try it out, see if I liked it, loved it, and here I am today.
Can you talk about how you got the start, how you was the assistant coach at Gardner-Webb?
Yeah, so I worked at Hargrave Military Academy for a year under Kevin Keatts, and then a guy that I played for, Chris Holtman, who's the head coach at Ohio State. I played for him, and he got the head coaching job at Gardner-Webb, and I was fortunate enough to be a part of his first staff. And he was there for 3 years as the head coach, and then he went on to Butler to be the associate head coach. And Tim Kraft, who recruited me to come to Gardner-Webb, got the head coaching job at Gardner-Webb, so I stayed on with him for a year. And, that was some of the best years of my life. I had a chance to grow and learn a lot as a young assistant coach.
Can you talk about what you've achieved at NC State with Kevin Keatts?
Yeah, so when we were here at UNCW, we developed the system, playing fast and pressing. And we took that on to NC State and took the same mentality. We recruited a different type of player. We were able to, in our first year, we won 21 games, made it to the NCAA tournament. Our second year, we won 24 games, played in the NIT, advanced to the third round. And then last season, which was my last season there, we won 20 games. And, obviously with the coronavirus and the pandemic going on, our season got cut short, and we were, on the brink of making another NCAA tournament run. So 3 great years. They were great for me personally, gave me an opportunity to learn and kind of look at things from a different perspective, which helped me get to where I am right now.
Can you talk about coming back to UNCW as their head coach when you were their assistant coach and what that process is like?
Yeah, no, it's great. I feel like I'm home. When I was here as an assistant coach, I fell in love with this place. Just the city, the university, the people, just the love that they have for their men's basketball program and all of their sports. Was somewhere where I always wanted to come back and be the head coach at. This is a dream job for me. And, I think being at NC State prepared me to get here. And I think that, it was part of God's plan.
What are some of the things that you've accomplished at UNCW while there as an assistant coach and as a head coach?
Well, we were able to come in when I was an assistant. We were able to come in and win 3 regular season championships in a row, and then back-to-back NCAA tournaments in 2016 and 2017. And that was, 3 of the best years that this program has ever had. As the head coach, we're just getting started. This is my first year. And, we've been able to put together a really good 2020 recruiting class. I've been able to build great relationships with my players. We're excited about our 21 recruiting class that we're trying to put together at the moment. And, we're just trying to implement our system and do some different things. But in terms of win and losses, we haven't had an opportunity to play yet, obviously. So that's still to be determined.
Can you talk about the difference between recruiting as an assistant coach and now as a head coach?
Yeah, you know what? I'll take the same mentality, Brandon. I was really aggressive and as an assistant coach recruiting, and I'll be the same way as a head coach. I'll be really aggressive, and I think when you're an assistant, you're talking to more of the players and the coaches more than the parents, which you still talk to the parents as an assistant, but as the head coach, I think that you have to talk to the parents a little bit more or the same level as you talk to the kids. So that'll be the only difference, but I'll take the same mentality.
What was the process like recruiting at UNCW?
It was the thing that we always wanted to say is we wanted to recruit our type of guys. That's great students, great people, and then great players. Those were our evaluation. That was our evaluation process, and we wanted to make sure we got guys who fit into the culture of UNCW and fit into what we were trying to do. So that was our philosophy when I recruited here as assistant coach. And, we'll take that same approach now.
What are some things that you want to accomplish in your first year as UNCW's head coach?
I just want to, I want to take it one day at a time, Brandon. I want to make sure we're taking it one day at a time and getting better. That's our main focus. We want to make sure that we're winning the day. You heard me talk about that a lot. We want to win the day. And I want to make sure that my guys are playing the right way, doing the right things off the court, in the classroom. I want to make sure that we're playing an exciting brand of basketball that our fans and the people in our community will enjoy and our players will enjoy. So those are some of the things that we want to accomplish and talk about. But more important than anything, we want to make sure we're doing things the right way.
What advice would you give upcoming high school athletes looking to get recruited to UNCW?
I would tell student athletes that's looking to get recruited by me and my staff, whatever it is that you do well, whatever your skill set is, if you're a rebounder, if you're an effort guy, whatever it may be, do that at a high level. And then most of all, just be yourself. Don't try to be somebody that you're not. And I think that will get you further along than trying to fake and be somebody that you're not.
What advice would you give upcoming college coaches looking to get their start in coaching just like you?
I would tell them to do the same thing. You got to, one thing that I pride myself on is when I was assistant is whatever my responsibilities were, I stayed in that box and I did my responsibilities to the best of my ability. Okay. And I was always myself. Okay. I always pride myself on those things, be yourself. And then whatever it is that your responsibilities are from the head coach, stay in that box and do your responsibilities at the highest level.
Where can my listeners find you at on social media?
So my Instagram handle is at Coach Siddle, UNCW. And that's the same for my Twitter handle.
Thank you again, Coach Siddle, for your interview, and best of luck at UNCW as you start your first year.
Brandon, thanks for having me, man. You have a good day, okay?
You too. You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Coach Siddle, for your interview.
Thank you, Brandon.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.